Believe it or not, trees actually talk. They can transmit elements and compounds to help each other out. A lab experiment in 2003 proved that trees could actually communicate through their roots. However, not many people believed this could happen in the real forest. Even though millions thought this could not happen, Dr. Suzanne Simmerts from the University of British Columbia hypothesized that this could happen. She believes that trees are complex plants that have created amazing ways to communicate.
She injected the paper birch with carbon-14, a radioactive gas, and she injected the Douglas fir with carbon-13, a stabilizer gas. After waiting 1 hour, Dr. Simmerts went to check on all 80 specimens. The results were clear. She used her Geiger counter and scanned the fir and the birch. They both had the same sound, which meant they had the same carbon and they had used their roots to trade carbon. The cedar wasn't affected in any way since it did not need carbon or did not give away carbon.
After conducting many more experiments, Dr. Simmerts found out that trees can actually recognize their own children. They can give them many more advantages, like providing more CO2 for their children or giving more elbow space for their children to grow their roots. They can also send down messages of wisdom through their roots when they are dying. These messages of wisdom can be like how to fight off deadly diseases or anything the mother tree has learned in its lifetime. Trees are obviously crucial to our world. Trees are being cut down in mass amounts. Now guess which country has the highest amount of forest destruction? You guessed it, Canada. Now, that is not even close to what Brazil has cut down in deforestation. Brazil is highest in deforestation by far. Now, I want you to choose a number. How many football fields of trees has Brazil cut down? Okay, you have the number? Good. So, now, what if I told you that Brazil had cut down 1 billion football fields worth of trees? I'd be lying. It's actually 3.5 billion football fields worth of trees in football fields. Football fields. So you may be thinking, well, there are some laws that require you to put down a tree for every tree that you cut down. Well, that's true, but if you have a 200-year-old forest, you're going to have 200-year-old trees in there, and you can't replace a 200-year-old tree, with a tiny 2-year-old birch tree. That's just not how it works. And creating these simple forests with just birch trees is bad because then all birch trees in that forest are susceptible to disease and any other thing that can harm them. And that's bad, just so you know. Hi there, Mr. Apple. Can I have a little bit of carbon with some nitrogen on the side?
You mean the Happy Meal?
Yes, the Happy Meal.
Here's your carbon.
Thank you.
And here's your nitrogen.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Apple. Just be on my way. Need to make a little space for my kids. It's hard for them, you know.